Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and I just got first place at my locals. We got the packs to prove it. Yeah, so I played Sky Striker at our most recent locals. So honestly, I was going back and forth between Sword Soul, Sprite. I was actually on the verge of playing DDD for locals as well. But I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and stick with something that I'm more comfortable with. So I went ahead and play Sky Striker. 4 round tournament, nothing crazy. Went undefeated, of course, and I don't think I actually dropped a game, which I realized that coming back. Matchups were Dark World, Trap Tricks, Sprite, and then last game in the finals was against Runic, Sprite, Life Twin. Which is a really cool deck, and honestly, had it not been for Runic cards going back up, I definitely would have been playing that one as well. So also huge shout out to my boy Fail for giving me the sleeve of fate over here. I'm pretty sure this is the reason I won. Guaranteed. This is the only card that has it. It's just a mannequin cat. It's not even in the deck, but this is definitely the reason why I ended up winning today. It's absolutely magic. Ray was stuck to my hand. So let's get into the profile, guys. I'm just going ahead and get into it for you. Let's see, extra deck and side. We'll go into those as well. So we'll go ahead and leave this one right here. So just make sure that you guys can go ahead and see that one. Let's go ahead and frame it up a little bit. There you go. Cool. So for the monsters, guys, of course, we play 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray and 1 copy of Rose. I think that's a pretty standard ratio. I'd consider playing 2 Rose, but I think 2 Rose is just a little bit too cloggy. Because really, you just send her to the graveyard whenever you need or in order for get Link Gage's activation requirement to be able to gain an additional 1,000 attack. Other than that, Rose is kind of just there as an additional normal summon just in case. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and 3 copies of Gamma with the driver, and then 2 copies of Gamma Seal for the only monster cards in the game, in the deck. Obviously, Ash Blossom is absolutely broken. Gamma was absolutely ridiculous the entire match, the entire tournament. And Gamma Seal is really cool as well, just to be able to go ahead and tribute over cards. In this new format, with Purely being so strong, I'm highly considering putting the Sky Striker Kaiju in here, just because you go ahead and have immediate access to it. That way you can search it if you need to, and you can just tribute over whatever Purely exes they have, and you can go ahead and proceed from there. But that was going to be it for the main deck monsters, guys. I believe it's 13 main deck monsters. There's 41 cards total in the main deck as well, so if you guys were wondering. But for the spells, we play 3, of course, Widow Anchor, 3 Link Cage. Link Cage was absolutely busted the entire tournament. Link Cage is such an underrated card. The fact that it's not once per turn is ridiculous, and just being able to go ahead and consistently get out a Sky Striker Link monster on board is wild as well. Widow Anchor, of course, always busted. Will never be played at less than 3, so just go ahead and put that out there. For the we got 2 more. We got 2 copies, sorry, of Afterburn. This is actually really funny. So there's times where I'll actually search both in the same turn just to go ahead and try to pop as much of my opponent's board as possible. So this actually comes up clutch super big time as well. Oh, if you guys have not figured out Sky Striker, this version at least is strictly a going second build, and the side deck sides into going first depending on what the scenario is. But yeah, just so you guys know, for the 1-ofs, we play 1 copy of Engage, of course, 1 Shark Cannon, 1 Hornet Drone, 1 Area Zero, and 1 copy of Multi-Roll. And that's pretty much it. No real explanation really necessary. Shark Cannon, it's good, but not super great in the format, so just 1 is fine. Gauge is at 1, Drones at 1, Multi-Roll is at 1, and Area Zero running more than 1 is just cloggy and unnecessary. So 1 of each of these. Going into our consistency cards, we play 2 copies of Pot of Prosperity and 1 copy of Rhoda. Really nothing else needs to be said there. Also the Platinum Rare, so you guarantee that you don't get ashed when you search Ray, so really good as far as that it goes. Also, these Pot of Prosperities don't have the little Yu-Gi-Oh thing, so there you go. That means that it can't get ashed, essentially. Next, play 1 copy of Change of Heart and 2 Triple Tactics Talents, pretty much the same card. So Triple Tactics Talents actually came up extremely clutch throughout the entire tournament. I had my doubts regarding this card quite a bit, but honestly, it was just super good to go ahead and be able to resolve this card throughout the whole day. So really good. Primarily, I was using it to draw cards. But there are a few times where I took my opponent's monster and linked it off, or one time I actually took my opponent's hand and ripped a runic card in their hand, so they were left with just the runic fountain and an evenly matched, so pretty much turned off the fountain from there. So really, really good as well. Last spell in the grave, 3 copies of Lightning Storm, is pretty much one of the main reasons why this deck is just viable. Lightning Storm is such a blowout card. I was playing Regeki in here before, but the second I picked these up, I mean, it's night and day difference, because there's so many decks out there right now that just play back row. So having this in the main is super, super clutch, just to be able to go ahead and out whatever back row they have, whether it's Labyrinth, whether it's Trap Tricks, whether it's whatever plays back row as well. So really, really good for that matchup as well. And the last 6 cards that we play are 3 copies of Evenly Matched and then 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence as the only traps in the deck. I would prefer for these to be Chalice the majority of the time, but this does work as a hand trap as well, so I guess you do have that benefit for it. But it is nice to have, of course, have an extra spell in the grave. I think only one game today I actually struggled with getting spells in the graveyard, but they kept getting banished off multi-roll. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, we did get first place. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for the main deck. 41 cards in the main. Now for the extra deck, nothing too saucy. We got the Sky Striker token, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, 1 Kaina, and 2 Zeke. So I cut out the 3rd Hayate just because, 2 Zeke is really, really good in this deck, because there's so many cards that you're gonna have where you can take your opponent's monster, whether it's Change of Heart or Triple Tactics, and then you can go ahead and link it off, or you could steal Widow Anchor and then link it off as well. And then Zeke's removal effect is really, really clutch as well, just being able to interrupt your opponent's board and whatever they're trying to do with their next turn. So Zeke's super clutch at 2, and Hayate, while it is nice to have, I think 2 is just fine in order to be able to go ahead and continue on with your plays. And for the remaining 4 cards, we play 1 Dark, 1 Unicorn, Access Code, and Cyframe Lord Omega. So I never make these. These are 100% always Prosperity targets, except for today I actually had to make Unicorn because I got Kaiju'd. I had an Ash in hand, and I had a Change of Heart, and my opponent had a Trap Tricks Dionea. So I activated Change of Heart, took their Dionea, so now I had Dionea and a Kaiju, and then I normal summoned Ash Blossom, and then I linked them all off into a Nightmare Unicorn because I can't have cards in my main deck Monster Zone. So I thought that was in my main Monster Zone, I should say. So I thought that was pretty funny. But so it actually came in clutch, the Unicorn. So there you go. And yeah, that's going to be it for the extra deck, guys. Of course, Omega is really good if you're able to go ahead and summon it out with Gamma. Axico Talker comes up every now and then. Just be able to go ahead and OTK. Although this deck can definitely OTK without it. And Dark is just nice to have just in case. So that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. For the extra deck, I should say. It's a 15-card extra deck. And then for the side, we played 3 copies of Joel and Lockbird. Actually came in really, really clutch. In this upcoming format, I'm going to make sure I keep this in. But I'm considering making a few other changes to the side deck, but we'll see when the time comes, right? Other cards playing in the side, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster and 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. I wanted this against multiple matchups, primarily the Runic matchup, just to make sure I got rid of the Fountain in a way that didn't destroy, because they could always bring it back with Gary. Cosmic Cyclone is just really good for that. Also getting rid of like the Skill Drain and the Labyrinth matchup, just anything that again plays back row, so I can go ahead and be prepared, because these are all really good cards, or these primarily going first or second. Regardless, you're going to be really good and you're going to plus off that as well. So we have those, and then we have 2 copies of D-Barrier and 1 Trap Trick. The only reason why I played 2 D-Barrier and 1 Trap Trick is because I only have 2 Secret Rare. Well, I had only 2 Secret Rare. I picked up the 1 more Secret Rare today, so that's nice. And then Trap Trick, of course. I played 3 copies of Solemn Judgment for if I ever felt like I was going to go first for whatever reason, and 2 copies of There Can Be Only One, because this deck can easily play with this on the field. Summon Kagari, you have this on board, and you just sit on that Kagari for the entire game. So that's going to be it for the deck profile, guys. That's main, extra, and side. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the packs as well, just so we can go ahead and have that on the channel. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Also, I'm hoping to get another CR, maybe. We got Roland, we got Rhoda. Okay, so we got Overlay Regen as our first holo. This is pretty cool. We got a few copies of packs of Amazing Defenders, which actually I am hoping to get some of the Pearly stuff since that went up a big time. Preparation, Purely Street, Mekanko Fire Dance. Okay, we did get a few Pearly, so okay, I'll take that. Mekanko Fire Dance. I remember Mekanko was really just the cream of the crop when it came to this set, and then Purely just took off. Because people realized like the deck is actually super busted. So we'll see. There we go. And okay, we got a Heavenly Gate of the Mekanko. So either get an ultra rare out of it. We'll take that for sure. A bunch of rares. We'll get rid of those. And let's even get a CR out of the Tactical Masters. So Tactical Masters, what are we hoping for here? Actually, any of the Runic cards would be really cool to have. Oh, there you go. So we got Gary. That's a good super. I'll take that. Also, if we get any Jorl and Lockbirds out of this, would be really cool because Jorl and Lockbird, if you guys have not seen the Market Watch I posted on Monday, make sure you definitely go back and check it out. So Jorl and Lockbirds are sitting at around, I think, $3 a copy for the rares, and that's absolutely super crazy. Let's see. Okay, cool. We got our Freezing Curses. There we go. Last Tactical Masters pack. Let's see if we can get some good. Oh, I'm definitely butchering this pack. That's how you know it's a good one. Alright, so we'll go ahead. Okay, we got a Valence World something. Okay, there you go. So Valence, I haven't really seen anyone play. I think I only saw one guy play it, but that's really it. I haven't really seen anyone mess around with that deck. I know there was a DDD version of the Valence deck, but I haven't really paid too much attention to it, to be honest. Side Beast, Gate Guardian, Photon Orbital, Cost Down. Okay, Side Beast was a really good card, and then it got reprinted, and then now it's no longer used. So there we go. Let's see. Thermal Summon, Banish one Sidekick. Oh, okay, cool. That's not bad. So get this out of here. Let's see. Red Eyes, Labyrinth. Hey, Wind Up Kitten. That's cool. Nice. I actually really wanted to pick up one of these, one of the ultis back when I was playing Sprite, so that's pretty cool to have. I'll probably put that in my pile somewhere, and if I pick up Sprite again, well, then I have the Wind Up Kitten. But we got an Ultra, can't complain about that. And then let's see what else. We got a Labyrinth Heavy Tank, let's go. Angel Blue Tears, we got that Trickstar support, let's go. And now for the big boys, the 3 OTS 21s, let's go. Come on. Gotta pull that ulti. Although I will say I did pull an ulti with my entry pack. We pulled the Reinhardt, so we're already plussing, boys. Let's see. Get that out the way. Okay, we got our second to last pack over here. We got a Tier Limit Havness. Seems like that's the most popular pull over at the locals. And this one's tough. Let's see. And we got AA. We got Light of the Branded. Okay, so that is going to be it for the opening, guys. 1 second. I do want to show this off real quick. So we did get the ulti. 1 sec. I promise. I swear I got it. Oh, man. My deck box is really beat up. Alright, there we go. So we did get the ulti. Just proof real quick. So if anyone interested, let me know. Hit me up for the Rhino Hearts. That's what I was joking around saying. Okay, so Tier Element, definitely all the cards need to come back to 3 for like a split second. I'll sell this card in that split second, and then they can go ahead and limit everything again. That's gonna be it for the profile, guys, and the pack opening. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think Sky Striker is gonna be valid after Cyberstorm Access fully releases? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if there's any changes that you guys would make to the side deck or main deck for this new format, let me know as well, so we can go ahead and work on this deck together, guys. I want this to be a project between us, so we can make sure that Sky Striker is by far the best deck in any format. But anyway, besides that, further ado, if you guys still watching, thank you guys so much for watching, sticking around to the end. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.